Test, test, test. Hello, guys. What's going on, chat? What it do? What it do? Trump, 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 politics, voting, voter suppression, voting, Democratic elections, Kamala Harris, political debates, political debates. Is it true Pam Bondi is out? I'm going to guess yeah, right? Like, Trump had a 95% turnover his first administration. He just has fall guys. So every time he's just hit a breaking point of like really bad results, he has to fire him and shed the responsibility. What it do, y'all? Guys, tap the screen for me. Let's get a couple thousand likes on the screen and send this out. Let's have a nice little Thursday. Everything's good, man. I woke up like a normal person today at 7 a.m. So weird. When are we gonna do another Pickles and Gucci collab? I'm always down. Sleepy Joe, see you next. Welcome to the Early Bird Club. Dude, it's very weird feeling. But we're up and we're normal as heck today.
Yo, Pickles, what's up?
What's cracking? Are you a Trump supporter?
It's secrets, dude.
Oh, what's up?
I changed my name on here. I'm tired of being known as that.
You're good.
You heard the news, right?
Pam Bondi?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I mean, pissed and relieved. I don't know what's like if the next person's gonna be better, but this is expected,
Worse.
right? Like
Yeah.
he fires everybody when he's done with them.
Yeah. It's very weird. I wanted to hear your thoughts on what you think about how uh, Israeli forces are not going to be going boots on the ground if we do. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard that they even played it on Israeli state news. That
Mm-hmm.
BB said no Israeli support.
Yeah. I
Love
find
that.
that weird. I have a friend and then also my son's dad who are over there right now, unfortunately, against their will. They don't want to be there, trust me. One of them is SF though, and trust me, I'm not violating anything here, but what I can say is that they are going to be going to Gaza. Israeli forces, at least, they're busy over there, so that's why they're not going boots on the ground elsewhere, which is very unsettling and scary. And apparently, there's this whole plan that Trump and Bibi have that they're gonna uh, essentially flatten it out and build what they want to build. And I think people have forgotten about Gaza as of right now, which is I guess normal because of everything. I mean, people have forgotten about Epstein too, and all these other big news things since the whole Iran thing has happened. But I just wanted to remind people that that's still going on. Just because there's something that has caught our attention elsewhere, these things are still happening. There's still a genocide going on, and there are still people being unalived in other places. So don't forget about those people. But I did want to hear your opinion on that.
Yeah. I don't want to get too much friendly action going on so early in the stream.
For sure.
But yeah, I've been caught up on all that, and yeah, par for the course.
Yeah, man. Sorry for never being an op. I'll try
You're
next
fine.
time.
You're fine. Are you an op?
I'll
Oh.
argue that
Oh, I didn't
it's
see
a good thing
What's a good thing?
that the fat man who's being blackmailed by an apartheid state is leading our country, accelerating the decline of the West, killing the petrodollar, and ending Western hegemony.
Yeah. I don't want to do any devil's advocate, but I
See you later.
appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Bye, Pickles.
Take care, guys. All right.
All right, you too, man. Much love, Lexi. What's happening to Pam Bondi? Her time is up. Trump requires his people be loyal to him, but he's not loyal to them. He just fires them. They're basically his body armor for criticism. River to the Sea. Chat, we are looking for Trump supporters. If you want to debate, hop in the box. Come tell me why you like Trump. Yeah, we're doing so many horrible things to the world right now, including Cuba. But Iranians really need our help. Only we're allowed to kill people. Only we're allowed to kill innocent people, guys. There's none left, RJ? We'll see. Do you think it's taxpayers' responsibility to support illegals? It's the other way around. They support us. They pay $97 billion in taxes. They increase the absolute shit out of our GDP, out of job creation, out of like everything. You guys are just dumb. You've never Googled it. Cambodia just got fired? No way. Trump fires. Whoa, 28 minutes ago. Are we going to take the time to actually confirm these in a way that's meaningful, or are we just going to hire anybody this time again? Oh my god. Bondi fired. Is that Fuentes?
Epstein rape niggers.
Wow. Acosta? Acosta's taking his place? No. No. Nah. It might be Blanche. It's Blanche. Todd Blanche. Yellow?
Yo.
What's up, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Cool. What do you like about Trump?
He's gonna get rid of gambling taxes, bro. Gambling taxes are so stupid.
You said
And-
Texans?
No, taxes, like gambling taxes, like taxes on winnings.
Oh, taxes. Do you guys know about the budget?
Yeah, what about it?
Are we like behind on our bills or like ahead?
You tell me.
We're like way behind. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, so I know you guys probably they don't tell you this, but we have a thing called a budget and we have to like balance it. And while it sounds nice, like if you can only think this far, that like less taxes are good, but you're just kind of kicking a can down the road. If you can see all these red presidents here, they just fuck up the budget and all the blue ones fix it. And it's just done nothing but cause our Federal Reserve to come out recently actually and say that we're on a pathway that is we're about to be insolvent. So out of the $37 trillion of tax or debt that we are in as a country, Trump's responsible for about, I think, like 15 or 17 trillion of it, which is a little like 30% of our entire country's debt. And your next idea is to cut more taxes?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, good point, man. It would
Oh, yeah.
just be a benefit, so I don't have to pay taxes whenever I win. But yeah, okay, yeah, fair point, man. You got me there. Good job. Have a good day.
Thanks. It's the gambler. Yeah, we saw Bondi's out. I love that. I love that so much. Democrats are not sitting their best. We don't even have to, and we just absolutely steamroll y'all on every metric. Stop supporting illegals. You mean Trump? Trump's an illegal, right? He's a felon? Do I play MK? No. As a kid, I did. Democrats are the seeking ship, and the midterms will prove it. You guys are literally trying to cheat with voter suppression to win. You have lost 30 special elections in the last year, Republicans. You've lost 30. We have stolen 30 seats from y'all in the last year. Y'all have taken, I won't say it, but it rhymes with fucking 0 seats. 0. You guys are fucked. The lowest approval rating of any president in United States history. The guy who got Maxwell her cozy prison spot. The GOP's done. I hope so, dude. I hope so. We could literally, there's enough room to the left of the GOP for like 6 liberal parties. There's like enough room. MAGA's still treating this as a team sport. Not very many MAGA know anything about what laws or ideas they want to fix the problems of the things that they scream about. They've only been taught to chant and point at things. They don't have any solution. If you want to break a MAGA's brain, just ask them what laws they like that Joe Biden passed, or which ones that he passed that they didn't like. They'll just be like, oh, I didn't hear anything about that. I heard they were eating the cats and dogs. Like, that's the surface level rhetoric they're stuck on as grown adults. They don't read. Country's done listening to feminized men like this host. I don't know what's feminist about me besides my ideas, but I think I'm more manlier than some of the even most alpha. I'm definitely more manlier than the people who call people feminine. Because it's pretty much just projection, right? It's insecurity. I am a beta by far. You're right, dude. I should sit here and obsess over all of the negative comments and act a fool and show my ass like Trump does and tweet about it 40 times in one night and then stay up until 2 in the morning, even while I'm a president and I have better shit to do. I'm gonna stay up till 2 a.m., tweet about it 60 times like a child, calling people names. That would make me alpha, wouldn't it? Trump devotion syndrome. Yep. You called it. Yellow.
Hello.
Hi, are you a Trump supporter?
Oh, absolutely not. But if you support America, you should be.
You should be a Trump supporter if you support America?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Well, because he honors what this country is about.
It's objectively false. Isn't he right now trying to bend the Constitution to his will?
Is he really trying to bend the Constitution, or is he upholding what this Constitution was originally founded upon?
I don't think you know what the original founding documents were saying. When they talked about this country, they talked about how this country needs to be made full of diversity and for people from lands far away seeking asylum. Bring us your hunger, you're poor, you're sick. Remember all that? That's what this country's about. Y'all just have a problem assimilating to that.
You mean assimilation to whiteness and white supremacy?
I guess.
Yeah, which Donald Trump is a white supremacist, right?
I agree, yeah.
Then he's a good president for this white supremacist, illegitimate nation state.
All right. Yellow.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
What do you like about Trump?
Ooh, many things. I'll make it relevant. I'm a bit hungover from last night. That last night was a great speech. It was amazing. I'll make it relevant.
Was it at a 5th grade level like y'all like it?
Well, that's mean, but wait, hold on. Happy Holy Thursday for everyone. Happy Last Supper Day for everyone out there. Yeah, no, that's pretty mean, but no, if you listen,
that's not mean. It's like there's studies on this. He speaks and writes at a 5th grade level.
Wait, say that again.
There are studies on this. He speaks and writes at a 5th grade level.
Who, Mr. Trump?
Yes.
That's fake news. You shouldn't read. You shouldn't consume that.
You mean it's news you don't like, therefore it's fake?
I mean, he wouldn't win. So you're saying a guy who has 5th grade level comprehension won president twice?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So anyone can be president.
Yeah, even a game show host. Yeah.
I mean, he was a good one. I mean, he was an entertainer, a good businessman.
A good game show? He was a very bad businessman. Do you know anything about his business history?
Yeah, my dad told me about, like, for example, that TV host stuff and his early businesses. And then, without trolling, I swear to you, you can fact check me. He was in WWE when I was a kid, and he did an amazing job when he was doing that. You can fact check
doing that. That's not saying anything. So what you would need to do instead of your dad just liking Trump, you just need to show me, hey, here's a business
he doesn't
ran.
really like Trump.
This is a business he ran. This is a thing he did that was good. This is the profit. This is the genius behind it. All I see is Trump just taking his name in the same exact font and just throwing it on water and steaks and all this stuff. None of it's good. None of it's like a brilliant idea. It's just him like selling you guys shit out of his coat, like watches and shit, phones that he lies about constantly. He's a liar and a con man.
Yeah, but
Bibles, gold dollars, $2 coins. Half of them go out of business. Half of them become insolvent. Half of them, he's filed 6 bankruptcies. He's bankrupted casinos. He was in dire straits before he got into The Apprentice. He was in huge trouble. His family his bank put him on a $250,000 a month allowance because he was just hemorrhaging money. He is not a good businessman by any means. And if you look at what Trump promised on his way into the first presidency, he said he was going to balance the budget. We're going to have so much money, we're not going to know what to do with. He is now responsible for 30% of this nation's historical debt. Historically, he is objectively the worst business person to ever touch the White House.
I would say, if that's the case, maybe people in his cabinet mismanaged money. Maybe, like, example, like, I think we should have bought less steak, less lobster, but that's not all on Trump.
No, that's on Trump. That's his cabinet. He chose them, and it doesn't hold them accountable. So that's what happens.
But people make mistakes when hiring people. For example, I don't like it, but these powerful, sexy women are getting fired. Kristi Noem and now Pam Bondi.
They're not qualified. They've never been qualified.
But hear me out. Trump hired them, like I said. made mistakes hiring people, like many companies do. Be
Dang.
fair.
Oh
And what does
no.
he do? Hear me out. Is he a king? Is he a cult? No. What does he
Yes.
do? He listens to the people like you, and he fires those
No,
two sexy
that's to
women who are in
avoid.
power.
That's to avoid
Unfortunately, we can't
responsibility.
have women in power. You guys aren't
He-
ready for that.
Those people were largely unqualified and chosen because they were loyalist and they would do exactly what he told them to do. Same thing with Pete Hegseth. All of them, none of them are qualified, not even the slightest bit, not even a little bit, dude. And he had a 95% turnover his first administration, and he's just doing it again. There's no learning. He's 81 years old. He's done learning the way he does business. He does it bad.
Dude, I'm about to capture you. So you're saying they just do what he said?
Yes.
Okay, how that can be like how can that just be destroyed is because what's his name? Let's just say these people who you think are just brainwashed like this, wouldn't they just reference Michael Cohen as an example?
What do you mean? Reference him as what?
As of, wait, if I do what he says, I'm a loyalist, I'm brainwashed like you say he is,
Yeah.
like you say they are.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they just realize, wait, this person's gonna fire me like Michael Cohen or put me in jail or
What happened to
prison?
Michael Cohen?
He went to prison.
For Trump, right?
No.
Yes.
For what he did.
He had to lie for Trump.
He
Yes.
hates Trump.
I know. And then he went back and ran defense for him recently and lost all of his support. He's back on the Trump wagon.
Because he's a man of honor.
What? He spent 2 years defamating him.
Prison. Federal effing
He hated
prison,
Trump. He
and still
cursed Trump
defends
out. No, he didn't. For 2 whole years, he came out. He
just
was
said he
screaming. For 2 whole years, he was on this app, and he was screaming and crying about how bad Trump was. That he's a fucking piece of shit. He's a liar. That he put him in jail. He lied for Trump under oath. That's why he went to prison. And now he came out and ran defense for Trump.
Okay,
He's
so
spineless.
when you say that to me, what I hear is he was a grifter, tried to pivot to the left, and then when you guys didn't accept him, he was like, wait,
Right back to the right, where the grifters belong. Yes.
No. Then he's an emotional man. He probably has pride, and he said to himself, wait, I was Trump's best friend. I know all of Trump's secret. I don't let me listen. Let me think of this. And then he probably finally his balls dropped and said, you know what? Trump didn't really do me dirty. Trump, you know what? I messed up. And then that's when he had the cojones and then said, you know what? My bad. He took accountability and is now.
That's a fun story.
It's Trump's fault.
It's not really making any sense, but we can look at his entire cabinet. So Elon Musk had a falling out. Basically, Trump strong-armed his way into the Treasury and got everybody's social information. And then Elon Musk and him had disagreements about economic plans, and it was also disagreements with Scott Bessent. Elon Musk hated Trump's economic agenda. They broke up over it. Okay, what'd they break up over?
Because someone leaked it, unfortunately. Elon Musk is the owner of SpaceX, Tesla, and then when he had that stockholder meeting, which got leaked, you know what I'm talking about. He said, "I'm gonna step away from politics." Why? Because all these shareholders, he only cares about his pockets. They realize, hey man, we don't like where you're going with this.
Trump,
so kind of like
Elon Musk.
What do you mean? Look at Elon Musk X. You're gonna say he hates Trump?
Yes. He came out and said Trump was in the Epstein
X.
files.
No.
Trump is in the Epstein.
Viewers, his last 3 tweets.
Okay,
he loves
changed.
Trump.
It's changed now, but they had a falling out, right? He said Trump was in the Epstein files, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't about his
Cohen.
shares. Trump is emotional. Trump cries all the time. He can't control himself.
I agree.
He has outbursts. He can't keep composure. He's the worst diplomat I can ever imagine being in the White House. This is a product of that. It's Trump firing his underneaths because they're largely unqualified. They were doing things that are very unorthodox. All of these departments have come out and said it. There's whistleblowers everywhere in the FBI, in the fucking DHS, in the DNI. Joe Kent, hardline Trump supporter, worked beneath Kristi Noem. He was director of counterterrorism. He came out and said Trump doesn't listen to any of us. Trump is so corrupt. I went and I tried to investigate the assassination of Charlie Kirk. They stopped me for investigating foreign entities. They're invading. Joe Kent.
Who was what's the relationship with Kristi Noem?
Joe Kent was the director of counterterrorism appointed by Kristi Noem and Trump.
Okay, hear me out. Trump, he says that about Trump because he knew something was up with Christy Nome. And then guess what? The truth eventually comes out, and Christy Nome's husband is a secret liberal. So Trump knew he can't trust Christy Nome and the people she hires. So then, and look what do you mean?
So he just constantly hires bad people?
No, like what do you mean?
Yes,
Rubio?
like
What's up, Rubio?
completely
Marco
unqualified.
Rubio. Little
Rubio's
Rubio
probably like
is
one of
big
two
Rubio
people.
now.
Rubio is
Huh?
one of two people that might be qualified but still have no backbone.
All
No
right,
backbone.
So I'm glad that you respect Rubio. Anyway, I would say
A secret liberal is crazy, dude. Did you
Um,
know that
JFK?
people
no,
can
I'm
be
sorry, Robert
people
FK?
people can cross dress? Trump is cross dressed. Giuliani's
he
cross
hasn't.
dressed.
Fake news.
Yes, he has.
What? He's not
Actually, it was Giuliani. It was the skit with him and
bimbo.
June.
He doesn't do
It was
bimbo.
it was the Giuliani skit where Giuliani dressed up with big fake boobs and a wig, and they walked through
Okay, a
JCPenney.
skit, comedy.
They do that
He's
too.
a comedian. He's funny.
Okay,
You guys should do that one day. You guys should not be so miserable and do some comedy
That-
like
you
Trump does.
you should try that. You guys hate everything cross-dressing, everything gay, everything trans. You think it's all liberal.
No,
Th-
we
you
don't.
just said that.
We
Yeah.
just don't like that push.
He's
on
a
us.
secret
we don't
liberal?
Like the agenda.
Who's
We
pushing
don't like
it?
it pushed on us.
What's
bro.
the system that we're using to push it?
Huh?
What system? How are we systematically pushing this?
DEI and also Hollywood, like those Pixar, like what was it?
Those are
Buzz
private
Lightyear?
companies. They can do whatever they want. How are
Yeah, but
Democrats doing
why-
this?
They're influenced though.
Yeah, they're private companies. What do Democrats do?
For example, when Mrs. Harris acknowledged that community more than Latinos.
When I ask why someone likes T, they say because he's against gays. So we're willing to protect beds to stop the gay community? WTF hashtag protect our kids hashtag equality for LGBTQ+.
Yeah, we respect them.
No, you don't.
We don't like it when it's pushed on innocent.
No one's
children as
pushing it
well.
on your kids. Can you find me a good source for that?
What do you mean? This is what I mean. But this is where the bad faith starts. Can you give me a source for that?
Yeah.
You know damn well that in
No.
some elementary schools they have these bugs. They have these flags.
That's not the Democrat Party.
And what does that flag
That's not-
represent?
That's not the
Sexuality.
that's not the
Why are you
Democrat
pushing
Party.
that on a kid?
That's not a Democrat Party.
What?
That's not the Democrat Party. Those are individual
yes, it is.
people.
It's on blue states and it's on
Well,
blue governors.
Yes,
bro.
some people who are gay most likely vote Democrat, but that's not the Democrats going around saying this is what you need to do in your classrooms. This is what we need to teach our kids. No one's doing that. Y'all do that. Y'all do that with the Bible.
But these liberal teachers are encouraged. That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't,
to you.
dude. No one's doing this on a systematic level. This is a boogeyman. This is a boogeyman. You guys make it up to
Nah,
demonize
man.
us. You guys should all be hung for it. I think it's disgusting.
What do you and then I'm the bad person, and you're saying stuff like
Yes,
that.
you're
What is
demonizing a whole group of
Dude,
people
you're
for
telling me to do
going after
self-harm,
kids.
bro.
That is disgusting, dude.
No, it's
That is
not.
disgusting. Y'all are doing it. Y'all are teaching kids
Dude,
the
hear me out.
Bible.
We should hear me out.
Shut the fuck up right now. I want
Why
to
are
show
you
you a map.
crashing out?
I want to show you a map right now. This is a map of teen
Dude, I've been
pregnancies.
respectful. There's no
No,
need to
you
crash
haven't.
out.
No, you haven't. Shut the fuck
What
up.
do you mean? How?
You
how?
just said that we are going after your kids. That's not respectable. I would do something very horrible to you if I saw you in person.
No, you won't. People like that don't speak like that. And I've been respectful.
No.
And you're gonna drop me soon, and there's no need for it, bro.
All right.
You're acting like I'm homophobic or something.
You
I
are.
support
You're
you guys.
disgusting. You're a horrible
No, I'm
person.
not, dude.
Yes, you are.
Okay. That's just I don't know. I sorry if I offended you. I don't mean you to get angry.
This is a map of teen pregnancy in the United States. Okay? The people who are risking our
what do you mean?
children's
What
lives.
color? What you're just
This-
showing stuff.
This dark red right here. This is the deepest pockets of teen pregnancy in the United States. This is y'all. This is y'all doing things to children or not teaching them to protect themselves constantly at a systematic level. Y'all do this. Y'all are going after the kids, not us. Okay?
So wait, you're saying adults are forcing teen pregnancies?
No, through negligence, through Bible, through indoctrination, you guys are not
Wait,
teaching
hold on.
kids good touch, bad touch. You're not saying, hey, this is bad. You should report this. You're not saying this is what a boy and a girl look like or something at the age appropriate level. You're not doing any of that. You fetishize. You fetishize.
Consensual pregnancies.
No, you guys are. You
Do you
guys.
support this? Wait, you're saying this is negative?
The red teen pregnancies is negative. Yes, that's a bad thing. You don't want kids to be sexualized, right? Well, why are you fucking having them get pregnant?
What do you mean? Who's sexualizing them? Dude,
You.
teenagers are gonna be teenage. Do you remember when you were a teenager? How is that
Okay,
us
teen
putting
beauty
that on
pageants.
them?
Teen beauty pageants. Didn't Trump have
Where
those?
are you going? What?
Teen beauty pageants. Isn't that
pageants?
sexualizing children?
No. Why don't we speak on sex ed in public schools?
We
How
do.
about that?
Y'all
Instead of
hate that.
You going to pageants?
Y'all had that.
Pageants are creepy, bro.
Yeah, I know. Trump had tons of them.
What is it called? USA.
Yeah, Miss Teen USA 1997. Loved it. Yeah.
Yes, those are what 17, 16.
Yeah. We should
18,
treat
19.
these children to think about these things, and in modesty, even though our entire religion does not sync with that. You guys
No,
don't
dude,
teach
I'm not
these
shading
children.
teen pregnancies. If anything,
You guys do that. You guys do that.
Dude,
You
no,
are
if
the
anything,
product. You're the
those
product
things-
of that.
Okay, bro. No, we need to tackle sex education in those states that you showed me.
And guess what? Churches will never do it. Conservatives hate it. Any
Why
mention
are you attacking our churches, dude?
because they're fucking horrible.
What? Focus on why attack us though?
Because
Like,
y'all are
why not
controlling
attack
our
the Jews?
you're
Why not the
controlling our
Muslims? Why are you
government.
attacking us always?
The Heritage Foundation right now is controlling our president and Congress, and they're writing laws. We are 50% done with their project, your fucking bitch-ass church's project. We're doing it for the fucking federal government.
Dude,
They
I'm
need
a
to be
Catholic.
taxed.
Dude, I'm a Catholic. What did
They're
the
the
Pope
worst kind.
Francis say? Yeah. What did Pope Francis say about the LGBTQ? We're the worst kind. What did he say?
Do
Rest
you
in
agree
peace.
with him?
Yes.
Do you agree with him when he said
Yes.
God doesn't listen to the prayers of people who start war?
Pope Francis did not say that.
Pope Leo.
Huh?
Pope Leo.
Yeah. Pope Leo, the new one.
Mhm.
What did he say?
He said that God does not listen to the prayers of people who sinned, who enact war.
Wait, who do war?
Yes.
Who is he referencing to?
Is the Pope the mouth of God?
No.
What is he?
He's just a high figure that we have in the church. But we
You're
don't
real
really
Catholic,
pray
huh?
to him. Huh?
You're real Catholic, huh?
I try my best to be.
Okay. Yeah. What about when y'all went around touching little kids and didn't report it and
hear me out.
systematically
No,
enabled it?
I can answer that. But hear me out. I can answer that. I don't think I'm pivoting. But hear me out. So this can be a good faith conversation. Listen how you didn't acknowledge what I said about what did Pope Francis say about your community? We supported that, bro. He said beautiful things about it.
Supported
But
what?
then you don't like that.
I don't like that
now
you
you're
supported
clueless.
Leo.
Now you don't know what he
No,
said.
I don't. No, I'm not Catholic.
So why are you speaking on us then?
Because
now
y'all
you
are
don't know, but
insane.
you
I
hate
don't
us.
know all
We're
things Catholic.
horrible. Dude, I just told you. Look up what Pope Francis said about the LGBTQ community.
I know.
Fact check
I
me.
know. I know. Pope
Then-
Francis
then-
is. He
then
was
if we
tight.
all
Y'all
support it,
hated
why are
it.
you guys
Y'all
hating on
hated
us?
it. Your entire
No, we
side hated it.
didn't.
Yes, you did. Your entire side hated it. You demonized it. Even
Dude.
Trump fell apart. You guys hate the new pope because he's a little more
Stop
woke.
going on X, bro.
You hate
Or
it.
stop focusing on radical people. You
Y'all
focus
are
on the
radical.
coneheads. No, you focus on the coneheads instead of actual Catholics. You think one person who's a bad Catholic, like what did you just say? The ones who touched kids. Like you think I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna start defending them? No,
Your
let's
your
call them
religion
out.
systematically
Call out your
enabled this.
uncle.
Your
Call out the
okay.
priest. Call out anyone
All right.
who does that.
No,
dude.
no. There's no church
Call
of
out all these men.
all right. There's no church of atheism going around and systematically trying to recruit children and go like community to community. There's none of that happening. Y'all do that. And it results in kids getting touched. But we don't.
So there's no
we don't do that.
There's no atheists who do that.
There's the Church of Satan or the Temple.
No,
of
you're not answering me. There's
I'm-
no atheists who do that.
No.
Because hear me out. I've never met a happy atheist. Never. They're
Okay,
all
but
miserable.
does that mean they
They're
go
all
around?
bald. They're all like chubby. They're all so miserable.
All right, I'm none of those. I might be bald.
I mean, yeah. I just said bald.
Tight. There's no actual evidence that baldness has a correlation or causative effect in religion. So that's stupid
Well,
to say.
no. There's surveys that bald people hate women and religion a lot for some reason. I don't know why. I think
Right.
because they're insecure.
I think
Straight
that
up.
religion is an anti-intellectual, thought-terminating way of life. And I think that is harmful. It gives you bigoted ideas that you have to lean away from and use the societal pressures I'm fucking shoving down your throat to be at least somewhat of a decent person, to not hate gay people, to not be slave owners, to not beat your women, to not let them speak up in church, to allow them to dress in a fucking
Beat women.
skirt.
What are you saying, bro?
Yes, your entire
Hear me
Bible
out.
is
So if you read-
misogynist.
So if you what?
Yes, your Bible's misogynist. Yes.
No, it's not.
Hey, are women
We
allowed to
love
be
our women.
priests?
Huh?
Are women allowed to speak up in church
Yes.
according to the Bible?
No, not the Bible.
Ah, okay.
But hear me out.
Ah, okay.
But
So
the
you're not a good
Catholic
Catholic.
religion-
Got it.
Dude, you know, hear me out, bro. The Catholic religion says it's about the relationship with Jesus and God. So let's just say the Bible says slaves. I don't agree with that. It's all about the relationship.
so
with
you're
God.
just picking and
Hear
choosing.
me out. Last seconds. Jesus drank wine with prostitutes, bro. He
And
laughed
your
with her.
side hates prostitutes. You guys hate every bit
No,
of it.
we don't.
Yeah, you do.
We want to save the prostitutes like Jesus wanted to.
Save
we want to
them?
offer them some wine and save them.
You
They don't have
guys,
to do that.
you
They don't have
guys-
to do what they do.
You guys fetishize
We
all
don't
of it.
Huh?
You guys fetishize all of it. You hate any talk
on,
of it
bro.
whatsoever. Yes, you do. That's why there's so much teen pregnancy. To wrap this back into full circle, you guys do not allow. You guys create very what do you call it? Like shut-in people, people who are deprived of like interaction with real communities, real social like societies that are different from themselves. So you guys in it's just like echo chamber of insane ideas. And when you
So it's
come
not
out and you
hookup-
see somebody who's not involved in that weird way of thinking, you think that this is a Democrat ploy, that being gay or having pronouns or even knowing what fucking genders are is now woke.
No, that's not woke. We just don't want that pushed on us.
Who's pushing it?
When like kids are watching cartoons or Buzz Lightyear, or
And you're telling them they're going to burn in
Pixar
hell for
movies.
the rest of their lives or for the rest
said
of
what?
eternity? So
Huh?
you're like, by the way, if you don't do this, you will burn in hell for the rest of eternity, but everything else,
No,
it's too much for them to hear. That's too
dude,
much.
I'm so sorry how you grew up, bro. I hope you have a different meaning, like a different understanding of the church. Because I understand, like when you start speaking like this, like burn in hell, like bro, you just have a
So
different
wait,
understanding.
is
of
there
it.
not a
God
hell that
is
you burn
loving,
in?
bro? God forgives.
So God
That's why,
is
hear me out. There's a survey. Atheists are the ones who the most on their deathbeds. They're the ones who say, "Please, God, forgive me." They don't start saying, "Oh, I start thinking of family, their possessions." They start thinking, "God, I'm so sorry for my sins. Please forgive me." For some reason, it's the atheists who do it the most on their deathbeds.
At Hey Jobber super chatted $5. Not to mention the Bible asked Abraham was supposed to sacrifice his son on an altar as a test. Sounds like schizo thoughts by today's standards.
You're muted, bro. You're muted. Chat, give him some galaxies. What's up? Yeah. Give him some galaxies. You're still muted, buddy.
there we go.
You're good.
God doesn't exist. People created Christianity. Yeah, the whole basis of this is silly, and it's weird that I have to fight with y'all doing internal critiques. So you do have to forgive me, but all in all, your religion is an extremely superstitious, unfounded claim that does involve magic, flying unicorns, giants, talking snakes, the world being built in 6 days, a lot of inaccuracies, a lot of contradictions, a lot of weird things, and they prescribe a lot of horrible things too as a consequence for acting outside of it. I don't want anything to do with that. I don't think that should be in our government either. I think it's incoherent. I think that if we started to mix that into our government, we will start seeing people fighting over the meaning of things in a way that could kill people, that could eliminate types of people. Just interpreting the words of a Bible, running two politicians against each other, being conservative, they're going to fight over who's the most Christian or Catholic or whatever, who's the best. And they're going to start laying down the most insane, orthodox versions of these fucking Bibles or Levitical laws. I don't want that. You guys are pointing to Iran, and you're saying, look at all of these radical people. You're inviting that here. None of us are pushing gay stuff to your kids. There's nothing I can say or do to prove it. You would have to point to me, something the equivalent of a church, teaching things to kids that aren't true. But if you don't think pronouns or genders are real, I don't know what to tell you. The entire right side in this country has no interest in Googling these simple facts.
Yeah, I'll respond quickly. So what I've been trying to say the whole time is that I understand there is a way of presenting that, and there are Christians like that. And there are, especially recently, evangelic Christians speaking out recently and supporting Israel and all that. And I simply want to say to you that if you really read a Catholic Bible, because that's the point of the Holy Bible, we have to take the
I
word
grew
of
up going to Catholic school, dude. I was hit in the face with some of that fucking water that the guy holds in the front. Didn't do anything for me.
the holy water.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I did communion. I drank the apple juice or grape juice, and I ate the crackers, and nothing happened.
Yeah, hold on. Ignore my wife's bed sheet, but look, the Good News Bible, it's the Catholic edition.
I can show you my Marvel comics. They hold just as much weight.
No, funny, but no, it's just that Bible introduces that, like, that God is about love, and God loves everyone. So I understand when you start saying to me, there's these types of Christians that do that. Like,
What
yeah,
happens if I don't accept God? What happens to me when I die?
you'll talk to him up there. Trust
And
me.
what happens if I ask him questions like, "Hey, why'd you watch all these kids get raped and all that stuff?" Well, he would send me to hell, right?
No, he will smile inside his head because you're speaking to him. Why are you
Okay.
even acknowledging him?
Okay, I still don't like him.
Like right now, you're an
If he's
atheist,
real,
like,
but
why
I
are you
don't.
even acknowledging
So
us? Why are you?
this is
why
an
not
internal
focus on the
critique.
Jews,
This is
the
internal
Muslims? You
because
acknowledge our
you guys
beautiful
are
religion.
you're oppressing our country right now.
What?
Yeah, I live in Texas, where if you're raped, you have a
Dude,
$10,000
Biden was a
bounty.
Catholic.
I'm sorry.
Biden was a Catholic.
Yeah, I know, and he did not mix the government with
What?
he did not mix.
Mean,
He did not
what
introduce.
About?
You don't. What do you mean? That's what you mean? What laws did Biden introduce that were Catholic?
According to you, Biden was doing that.
What was
Sorry, I'm
Biden?
loud right
Can
now,
you give me a law that
I was
Biden
just trying to
introduced?
have a heart-to-heart moment, and then you say that. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, El Predictor. What law did Biden introduce that was Catholic?
Oh my God, I don't like to remember
Yeah,
his
nothing.
economy and his.
Yeah, you don't know anything.
No, I tried to forget it because it was bad time.
Okay, yeah,
but
you don't know any laws passed under Biden, do you?
I do.
Name one.
The horrible what affected the Latino community, my people. What CB? Wait, what's it called? The C. I forgot the app. The one Trump created.
CBP1.
Yeah, the one Trump created, but then he ruined it.
What was bad about it?
Go with Latinos on that one.
What was bad about it?
Trump let every nation get a Mexican visa and go to Mexico and just sign up on the app. But Trump's meaning of that app was for Latinos. And
No, it
it's
wasn't. It was for
unfortunate that-
truck drivers. It was not.
What?
It was for truck
but
drivers.
Truck drivers from where?
Across the border.
Exactly.
It wasn't for immigration, dude. Stop.
Dude, hear me out. Exactly. From the border. But when Biden went into office, what are the nationalities, top 5, who sign up on the CB1 app? Russia, Middle East, Africa.
And what do we do?
To Mexico.
What do we do? What do we?
You just exactly.
What do we do when they sign up?
Huh?
What do we do on that app when they sign up?
They get an appointment.
And we do background check and all that stuff, right?
Yes.
So instead of coming all the way to our door and clogging up like the door, you can just do it on the app.
Yeah.
Dang, that sounds cheap. Sounds cheaper. Sounds efficient.
Yeah, but who was it for?
It's so that people aren't faxing or walking 300 miles.
No, that's my people you're talking about.
Yeah, and I care more than you about them, I guess.
No, hear me out. Hear me out. That was, you're talking about my people, the Latinos. How
Yeah.
did the Russians are the top 5 in that app. How did the Russians get to Mexico?
Is Russia in a good spot?
What?
Is Russia in a good spot? Do you think Russia should be able to come over here?
No, but so why do they have to get a Mexican visa? They can't seek refugee in their own country?
In Russia, you seek refugee in Russia from Russia?
No, you seek refugee to America from Russia, or you get types of visas from Russia. Why do they have to go to Mexico, get a Mexican visa, and take opportunities from my people, Latinos?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But Trump is kicking all of them out. I don't sit
You will
here.
never,
I don't care.
Democrats
I
were
don't care.
never unalive on that immigration hill. Look at you. Like, that wasn't an I got you, bro.
That wasn't a got you. I don't care. I don't care that your
Don't let me
friends.
talk about DACA.
Okay. I don't care that
Or
your.
Obama's cases.
I don't care. Oh God. I don't care that your friends got stiffed in line. You voted to like kick them out and separate families that are here. You are hurting these people here to the tune of millions. You can't virtue signal to that. Sorry. You can't virtue signal to your friends in Mexico not getting through because some Russians took it. That doesn't hurt my feelings because I'm not Mexican or Russian. I just care about humans.
Dude, no, I didn't vote to deport my people. I did because there's unfortunately going to be deportations, which I'm against. So my vote was for.
You're against deportation?
Yes.
Oh.
But guess what? Both sides are going to do it. Are you going to say Miss Harris wasn't going to deport people? And who would Miss Harris be deporting right now?
So Miss Harris would be much. No. Shut the fuck up. No.
Canadians to deport Europeans, Africans, and Middle Easterns.
No, this is not. He does not do it fair. So here's the statistics. This last month, I will.
Who's been deported recently?
Last month.
Now you trust their ICE numbers. Now.
Last month, 6% of the people arrested by ICE had criminal records.
Say that again. I was taking a blinker.
6% of the people arrested last month had a criminal record. 6.
Yeah, that's nothing new.
He's being real careful about who he chooses.
What do you mean? How many criminals did Biden and Obama deport?
Tons, millions.
Deportations.
Obama.
How
so
many
why would
did he deport?
I'm sorry?
Were they all criminals?
70% were. Yeah. 60.
No, they weren't. Show
60.
me a source. Show me a source where it says 70% were all criminals, buddy.
Got it. I will.
Were those kids in cages criminals?
Trump, dude, we've gone over this 6 times. He didn't do the changes. You even conceded last time we talked.
No, I don't even want you to acknowledge. I don't want you to.
Yes, you need to stop bringing up kids in cages, dude. We got to this. This was the 3rd time.
I call out alligator Alcatraz, bro.
Did it. Oh yeah. Yeah. So Biden would have done alligator Alcatraz. Kamala would have done that, dude. You're right.
Well, I mean, the DNC did put kids in cages.
No, they didn't. No, they did. What was the law that put kids in cages? This is the 4th time we'll talk about this. What was the law that put them in cages?
I don't.
You don't know. All right. Sit down, son.
Trauma.
Sit the fuck down. Shut the fuck up. The law was called zero tolerance policy. It was enacted by Tom Homan under the Trump administration. That's what arrested kids. They were arresting people and separating them as a way to deter people, for your people to look at this country and be scared to come. That's why Trump did it.
Crazy how Trump, whenever he's on president, when it comes to visas and citizenship, that's when the Latino paperwork starts increasing.
That's not true. Trump has now reduced the amount of migrants we'll take as a nation from 177,000 to 7,000 to 7,000.
That's not what I said.
I don't care if 6,000 of them are fucking Latino because that's still fewer. It's still fewer.
Percent of Latinos voted Trump because like people like you, I don't care. Vote for Democrats.
Yeah, why would I care? Why would I care?
DACA. I don't care.
Who gave y'all DACA?
That's a spit to our face. I don't like DACA.
Oh my God.
Are they citizenship? Are those citizens?
No, it could definitely use work, but you'd rather them starve?
No. Hear me out.
You'd rather be homeless?
No. What do you mean? Do you really think that of our countries? You should go visit El Salvador, dude. We're the safest country. We're more safer than your state.
Oh my God.
Mexico, they're more better than your state probably.
Okay.
So now you're saying you'd rather be homeless. See, this is what I mean. Your ignorance is showing.
My ignorance of what?
No. Hear me
You're
out.
not making any sense. I can't even understand what you're saying.
Because imagine I just said that. Imagine I said it about an African.
About what? Said what?
Oh, hey, they should be in this country. If not, they're gonna be homeless.
No, they are here, and without DACA,
I'm bad at this.
You are real bad at this.
Yikes.
Without DACA, these children would be here without assistance.
Why not give them citizenship?
Oh my God, you think the right will do that?
Yes. What? No, Obama could have done it. With it, he did it with the America has done it with Israeli children. It has done it with Guernsey children.
You
It's
guys
possible
on the
to give
right.
innocent children citizenship. So all these innocent Hispanic children, Latino children, should have gotten citizenship. But instead, Obama gave them DACA. And what's DACA? What did you just say right now? Hear me out.
Do you really think that the right is still going to start giving people citizenship?
So hear me out. Obama created DACA. For DACA to become citizens, who do we need the help with? Who do we need the help of?
You're asking weird questions. It's too vague for me to
No,
understand what's going.
questions.
Just tell me
Who
what
do
you're
we need the
saying.
help? Who does the Democrats need the help of for DACA people to become citizens?
The government? What? What are you saying?
No, the right. Yes or no?
Oh, yeah, sure.
But you just said they won't help us. So why would the left create DACA then?
So we had a razor thin margin. Razor thin. We got most of our legislation done our last term without any Republicans.
No, acknowledge what I just said.
Yeah, we
The
can pass
left
laws without
created
Republicans.
DACA, and you need the right to work with us for them to become citizens. If you just told me they will never do
90%
why
of
do
them
that?
won't.
why do
90%.
that? So why
How
create
many
the
Republicans voted for DACA? Let's look it up. Let's look it up.
But why
Bub.
create DACA in the first place then?
How
if you know
many
the right is not gonna work?
Republicans voted
You don't
to
respond.
start DACA?
And I'm bad at debates, bro.
I know.
Imagine a good debater.
I know.
I'm a
DACA
master- Never
was an
mind.
executive memorandum, actually, not a congressional vote. Try again.
You don't acknowledge what I said. It's
Yeah,
like-
I just fact checked what you said.
No,
dude.
if-
I did
like,
more
you
than
know,
that.
And look at me. This is where. Hear me out. I'm like you're just having a bad faith conversation because you don't acknowledge what I said. I'm gonna vote Democrat in the midterms. A lot of Latinos are gonna vote Democrat in the midterms and in 2028. I can't wait to call out the hypocrisy. I can't wait for Newsom to use ICE. I can't wait for you guys to never unalive the immigration hill. I can't wait to call you fucking rats out.
You really think that we're going to start funding ICE again? We just won. We just won the whole battle in Congress to defund ICE. We reopened the government. No ICE funding. We're killing it. Hello? Gordon?
Oh, I am so sorry, dude. I'm sitting here listening to your live. I am so sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I,
You're good.
my
You're good.
apology, dude.
Much love, man. Much love. Newsom won't be the candidate. Yellow. Dude, bro's mad about nothing. I don't know what's wrong with him. Every time I talk to him, I never understand why he's so mad about nothing. Chat, if you're a Trump supporter and you want to debate, hop in the box. If you enjoy these debates, give me a follow. Otherwise, you better be terrapin. Was he the one that was saying that atheists are always unhappy? Ugh. Unhappy and chubby. Guys, hold on. I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Got a little Hank Hill butt going on. But, you know, we're looking okay. This is 37, okay? 37. I'm 6'4". I could at least hop over like 2 plastic chairs. This is male peak performance chat. You push the YouTube. Oh, thank you so much, Lauren. And bald, that's right. Dad bald at its finest. Yeah, guys. I'm happy even when a little right, dude. Aren't chubby people happier objectively anyway? I would be. Thank you, Mike. Oh, what's up, Defense? What's up, Laney? It is hard to be happy in times like this. I'm chubby and an atheist, and I love it. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. You know what? I'm gonna identify as chubby. I might be a little chubby, right? But I'm way fucking cooler than you. Easily. If you're MAGA. Let's keep going to 100K. Ooh, thank you guys for the 50K. Guys, if you're a Trump supporter you want to debate, hop in the box. I'm going to turn on the phone line real quick, too. I have a full head of hair, happy and chubby. Yeah, you don't have to fucking show off, Fluff. You don't have to show off. Negative 100 aura if MAGA. So true, dude. I'm petite, atheist, and happy. Marry me. He called me bald. Guys, I am balding. You guys want to see this? First time Pickles hair review. It's not bald, but like it's thinning. It's not... It's really hot if you're 38, apparently. Because... You know. Atheist or bald? That's what they say. Bald men are so attractive. Let's fucking go. At least you don't have to get haircuts. I cut my own hair, dude. What's up, Emily? My partner's been bald since I married him 15 years ago. W. Talk to Doug. He had that problem. Now he has a full head of hair. Guys, I know there's 1,000 things that you can do. The one that I want to do is expensive. It's a trip to Turkey. I'll be bald in a month or so. It does assume bald is a problem, guys. You know, I'm not really trying right now, but when I do, I really don't struggle that hard with the ladies, I guess. They see a hat every day. They know I'm bald. I'm doing all right still. Links in the bio, guys. Yeah, chat. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App in the bio. If you guys are trying to support a bald man and buy my next bottle of Rogaine, that's the best way to do it. What's wrong with bald? I don't know. Am I bald? Yeah. Not really. It's just thinning real bad. It's thinning too much for me to like try to get away without, try to get away with real haircut. This is my hall pass. W, come on, let's go. Vin Diesel was my first bald man crush. Empress, of course he was, dude. Of course. Are you wanting to go to Turkey to fix that issue? I kind of am. The trick is get a haircut, they brush forward. Bro, I cannot do that. I'm a scooter rider, guys. I'm part of a scooter gang. I can't have that and, it flop on the wind. They'll kick me out. Santana's bald doesn't take away from him. Santana is just a schmexual, just an entity of manliness. Man bangs. I'm a Hillsterius. I'll hook you up. No worries, Pickles. Fuck yeah. Do I need an AARP membership? Rosemary oil, jojoba help hair grow. I've done it. I've done so much reading on this. There's a lot of stuff that claims to help, and then there's stuff that's clinically like proven. Minoxidil, which is basically something that just like makes you like blood come to the surface of your skin. It's kind of like inflames it, which will activate the hair follicle generators and make it grow. But you have to do it all the time. And when you quit, like even if you have a full head of hair, like years later, if you quit, it falls back out. I can't remember to do that. I can't do it. I've done it. I tried it. And you like take the stuff and it comes in a dropper and you have to like, and it just like kind of runs through your hair. And then you like try to spread it out and then you can't rinse it out for 4 hours. So like it looks like you're just wearing a head of hairspray. And just wear a hat. There's minoxidil and finasteride if you're interested. Yeah. There's a foam you can run in and buy. I've tried it. It's just not. It's not the stuff. And I promptly came over here for your debates. Fuck yes. Now it's my turn. We got to get this puppy up to 100K. I use minoxidil. It works. I'm allergic to it internally though. There's pills too now, right? For minoxidil. Some things don't work, and the procedure does. Yeah. Procedure definitely works. I've actually done the procedure a little bit, and it's very expensive in the United States. For one hair follicle, $7. So imagine like this much of your head. It's about 2,000 hair follicles, like a few square inches. It's 14 grand. Beans on the pills. I did hear about Pam Bondi. Sure did. Clean used it. It's working for him. Take us along for your journey. Oh my god, dude. If you guys fundraise me to go to Turkey, oh my god. Is Turkey safe right now? It is, right? It's safe for major cities, Istanbul, Antalya, but requires exercising increased caution. Level 2 due to terrorism. Turkey's a dictatorship? I didn't know that. Pam is a hot blonde. If you like dumb women. Not all blondes are dumb, but she's dumb. And it makes someone very unhot for me. There's nothing. Yeah, I agree. She's kind of like a hard 5.5. Pam Bondi got fired. Somebody asked, "What's the Pam Bondi news?" She's fired. Get a collection of wigs. Will you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs? Do you wear wigs? She begged to keep her job. I don't doubt it. It's the best video, by the way. I know it. Chad, if you're a Trump supporter, you want to debate about politics, about the election, about the SAVE Act, about geopolitical affairs, about Russia, about Ukraine, about Iran, about Iraq, about Afghanistan, about the economy, about job creation, if you want to talk about immigration, if you want to talk about how stupid your religion is, hop on up here. Honestly, I'm not great at debating religion, but I still think it sucks. Keep your religion out of our goddamn laws, you mother lovers. Ron Paul should replace Pam Bunderson. You know, I'll take Ron Paul. I would love Ron Paul. I think Ron Paul would be great, AG, dude. American Advocate, I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you that. Have I read the book Separation of Church and State? I haven't. Is it worth it? Rand Paul would be better? No, not Rand Paul. No. I want the older dude. The short list is Lee and Zeldin. Lee Zeldin. Bro looks like he's been punched in the face. Look at that nose. Let's play hockey. Ron is 90. He sucks? Yeah, I don't doubt it. I watch RuPaul. Chad, if you're Trump supporter, you want to debate. Cecil, do you really watch RuPaul? She always looks constipated. Like, this is a decent angle of her. But if you had a full conversation with her, I'm sure it's like nails on a chalkboard. She's dumber than a bag of hair. She's in Miami too. Fuck. Oh, someone else. The Dow sending her thoughts and prayers. The Dow appreciates her. She really stood her ground for the Dow, and I can respect it. I just care about sex trafficked children more, you know. I think that's the right stance. Yellow?
Yeah. What's going on, man?
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Cool. What do you like about Trump?
I'm just gonna take it to be that you think he's a rapist or a pedo.
Can you say that again?
Do you take it to be that he's a rapist or a pedo?
Do I think what? That he's a rapist or a pedo?
Do you think Trump is a rapist or a pedo?
I think it's very likely.
Okay. And what would be the moral dilemma that that's immoral?
The moral dilemma that is immoral, taking away somebody's autonomy?
Yeah. What's the argument for that? Go ahead.
Taking away somebody's autonomy to not be touched against their will without consent?
Yeah, that's just the definition of rape, and consent is a social construct. Go ahead.
Consent is a social construct. You still have to adhere to it, right?
Yeah, that's just gonna be appeal to legality.
No, I think it's a social construct, not even legal.
Yeah, we just went over that. It's a social construct.
Yeah, and what's wrong with
Right.
that?
You're just trying to uphold it by appealing to legislation. What's the argument?
No, I'm not appealing to legislation.
Okay, so why is it immoral? Go ahead.
Because it affects people's autonomy.
Again, that's just an appeal to the social construct, which is consent.
It's still okay that it's a social construct, isn't it? It's still okay?
Yeah, so do you think social constructs are like something tangible?
Sometimes. Yeah.
So an idea is tangible.
It can come out and manifest itself to be tangible, yeah.
You got 400 views, gay. You low tier as fuck.
Did you say I was gay?
No, I said you're low tier as fuck.
I'm low tier as fuck. You still haven't made a compelling argument.
Yeah,
You're
so
saying we
again-
shouldn't adhere to principles because they're social concepts?
Yeah, so in other words, all you're saying is that we should adhere to the law, right?
No.
Okay, so what are you saying?
No, even when it wasn't the law, right? When Christians were enslaving people and marrying children and stuff, I still agree that it was bad. Even back in time when it was okay to do it and y'all thought it was okay, I still think it would have been bad.
No, it's just to appeal to your subjective morals. Now what?
Yeah, I am appealing to that, and that's fine, right?
Okay, but I'm saying that it's fine. What's the argument that you're right and I'm wrong?
Mine has better outcomes and less harm to people.
Do you know what an argument is?
Yeah. Did you
Define
hear my
argument.
state my position?
Yeah, define an
Steelman it.
argument.
Steelman it.
Yeah, all you're saying is that you're appealing to your self subjective moralism.
No, societally, and everybody's
Yeah,
morality is
that's just an appeal to
subjective.
the majority. That's just, but you're just appealing to the majority.
Do you think
of
morality is
people who agree with
objective?
it. No, it's subjective.
Okay.
So, are you ready?
You're
to give
pretty
an
low tier.
argument?
I don't feel trapped at all here. I'm
Can
trying to
define
understand
an
you.
argument? Can you define an argument?
Can I define an argument?
Yeah.
An
define
exchange
it.
between two people, a conflicting exchange?
No, try again.
Can
It's
you
a
just
state of
correct me?
premises that lead to a conclusion. Try
It's
again, man.
what?
Come on. It's a state.
There's
of
a
premises that
thousand
lead
ways
a
to
conclusion.
define an argument.
No, buddy. Oh my God.
What
you're
was
low
wrong
tier
about
as
my
fuck.
definition?
Yeah, the argument definition is a state of premises that lead to a conclusion. That's not what you said. You said it's a conversation between
Okay,
two
well, there's
people.
two
You're
different.
diabolically illogical. Come on, buddy. What are the 3 laws of logic?
All right, this guy's just yapping. An argument is a structured set of statements comprising a claim, supported by reasons and evidence, designed to persuade an audience, establish truth, or explain its position. So I could literally just go, "Oh, you're wrong," and then read this definition. There's 1,000 ways to describe argument, especially when the context of what you're talking about. So an argument in the concept, in the basis of a courtroom, an argument has a specific definition, right? But in this case, an argument would be simply an exchange between two people if I had no idea what context and argument you're talking about. Kick me so we can answer now? Yes, I have to. You've gone on to like 3 different things. We're not even talking about politics anymore. We're talking about philosophy, and I think you are actually very low tier philosophy, very low tier Phil Bro. I don't consider myself Phil Bro to the slightest bit, but I can see you like attempting it, and it's cringe.
There you go, buddy. Have some balls on your hair.
There you go. You mean some hair in my balls?
Oh yeah, sorry, you got me right there. So in other words, you're not really good at this. So is it permissible or impermissible for Trump if he was a rapist or a pedo?
Is it permissible in what context? What is it?
Yeah,
Is what permissible?
Is it going to be morally permissible for Donald Trump to be a pedophile or a rapist?
You're not asking me full questions. What
You never had a
are you
full
doing?
conversation, have you?
You're,
Did you invite your friend up here? Is that what you did?
when my friend who's a content creator,
It's so low tier, bro.
when you act out in grandstand like this, I have to mute you. We have to concentrate. You're adding your emotion and your personality too much to this conversation, and it's showing your low tierness, to quote you. Go ahead. What's up, Corey?
Hey, Pickles, how's your day going?
Doing good, man. Good to see you.
Oh, you too. Jalen, I do have a question for you real quick.
Buddy went to his cheerleader. Buddy went to his cheerleader.
Wait, I'm sorry. Do you think that people can, like, be friendly with each other, and you just think anyone who's friendly is just a cheerleader?
Oh, he didn't want the camera on. Yeah.
Are you over 18, Jalen?
Corey, he does not good at philosophy, Corey.
I don't think he's 18, guys.
Oh, damn.
I don't think he's 18.
No, I was just gonna ask him, like, does he think that grape or schmetophilia is, like, good? Because if he agrees with you that it's a bad thing, there's no reason to determine why you came to that conclusion. That's a boring conversation. You typically should start with, you shouldn't grape people.
Yeah. And it feels very weird it feels like he's unraveling this justification to grape people. I feel like that's where he's getting.
It was that, and it's also just like, I find it interesting when discussing like legality or like a political position. Why do you engage in morality? Like, morality doesn't necessarily take a place when it comes to most laws or political statements. Like, you can discuss it, but it's not really. We don't legislate on morality.
Yeah. At least the right doesn't. But yeah.
They claim to.
He's also Cool Guy Levin's same MO. Okay, appreciate it. Thank you, Tenacious. Bro's too immature to have a real conversation. Like, memeing, caricaturizing statements. It can't, like, have a productive conversation. It's too much, like, grandstanding every 30 seconds. So, just for some feedback, Jalen, if you want to learn how to debate effectively.
Or just talk to people, Jalen. Like, not everything is like a Discord conversation. You can just kind of talk to people like they're humans.
Yeah. Low tier is a great insult, by the way, Jalen. Appreciate that. I'm adding it to my arsenal. What are you up to, Corey?
Not much. Just I just had some maintenance work done on my apartment, so I'm feeling good. I can wash my clothes in my own place again.
Nice.
Also, petting the dog, hanging out, finish up the workday. How about you? How's your day? Or what have you been up to?
I woke up at like a 7 a.m. like a normal person for the first time in like ages. I quit poking smut a few days ago, and my brain's going through the great reset.
Ooh. Is it like a temperance break, or is it like a change or long-term change?
Out of here.
Hey, good for you. Hopefully it leads to good outcomes.
Doing it. I'm a huge advocate. If that's your DOC and you can function and have fun, do it. For me, I fucking like, you've heard of like 8-track or 1-track mind, 8-track mind. I cannot focus on stuff. I can barely focus on one thing and 80%. Cold turkey on ganj. No more ganj. And the day after I quit, I immediately, like a clairvoyant, like just cleaned the shit out of my apartment. It's like night and day. Like, I'm looking around like, it's so nice. What is this?
As like a part of my mental health stuff, I've just like taken to like dedicating my Friday nights after I go to the gym and work and finish my job to just like clean my apartment and like hang out with the pup and just like completely disassociate from people, and it is amazing.
Yeah. I'm just mentioning you work out, you're light years ahead of me in functionality, so you can probably do it. There's no way. I can barely get outside.
Well, I mean, it's spring in Texas, so outside for you guys is also 95 degrees, which
yeah,
fun.
Yep.
It snowed for us like 2 nights ago, so we're still kind of going through those fun pains.
Man, good lord! I bought so many jackets this winter, and I got to wear them like 3 times.
Not too cold for you guys?
No.
No power grid failures or anything?
Surprisingly, no. Actually, I don't think.
I mean, that's good. Did they after the blizzard? What was it? 2022? Did they actually update the Texas power grid at all, or did they?
No.
Yeah, God.
No, they actually got money for it too, and didn't do it.
Yeah. Well, I know because the state Supreme Court ruled that there's no obligation for them to actually provide the services that you guys pay for, which I love Texas.
Is that ERCOT or whatever?
History. I think it was. Yeah, it was. I'd have to go check it, but it was the most astounding Supreme Court decision I'd seen for a minute, because I'm just like, People died because they didn't perform the thing they were paid to perform.
Mm.
Whatever.
Yeah, I had an apartment, a 1-bedroom. It was built in 1940, 1937 actually, and it was single pane glass aluminum windows, and it was not insulated, and I could hear my neighbors as clear as day. So when it froze over, I was huddled on the couch with my neighbor from 2 doors down and my brother, and we were just sharing warmth.
Wow, like hearing some of the stories of that. A bunch of my friends in Texas are all like, "Yep, I have my own generator now. I'm ready for this to happen again." I'm like, I'm glad you are. I'm glad there's resiliency there. That shouldn't be the case when it comes to municipal services. Like I lived in northern Wisconsin when the polar vortex hit back in, oh gosh, I think it was like 2019 or 2018. And like we were hitting negative 50-degree weather.
Oh my god. What?
It was so wild. Like it was like cars would like I had one of the few functioning cars in like my college town. So I was just out there like jumping other people's vehicles afterwards. But yeah, we never lost any municipal services. The water lines didn't freeze over. Like
I had no water for weeks. They would turn it on for a little bit, like in a couple hours a day, and electricity. We eventually got it on for like an hour, and I would charge my battery banks, and then we'd go back to huddling.
Oh, that's brutal. That's not.
Hello?
Never trying to cuddle you again. I know that.
Why?
After last night. As soon as I put my fucking arm around you.
What'd I do?
As soon as I even touched you.
What'd I do?
Huh?
What'd I do?
You guys do you want to eavesdrop this, guys?
Push me off you. And then like you can still touch me. I'm like, okay.
All right, we're getting out of here. All right.
You know, the weird thing is that was strangely apt for the conversation.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm just like, is he saying he'd never cuddle with you again? Like, was that a joke about?
I need some clarity. Bring them back.
I need to know how the story ends. I feel like we opened a book in the middle and we're just like, all right, I've missed a lot of context, but now I really want to know where it's going.
I was invested.
I was too.
I need to know if I'm.
Have a lot of people been coming up today talking about the Pam Bondi stuff, I assume?
Seen a lot of it in the chat, but one person said, "Isn't it good that he's holding her responsible?" Bro,
but it's
for doing what you told her.
Like, yeah, it's so reminiscent of like. I mean, it's not reminiscent. I remember his first term, where I mean, half his cabinet was fired within the first year or two, but it was because they talked back to him, not because their complacency and their yes-man-ness just led to everything getting worse and them committing constant crimes.
Alexis, thank you for the $5 for my trip to Turkey. I'm so sorry. I've been missing my donos. Joshua Nelson with a 15 for the Catholic Church is responsible for rape of hundreds of thousands of children on a systematic level. And I'm sorry, y'all. For those who watch my channel, I am not. I love all the people on my side. If you're religious, that's chill. I know you're not trying to mix it into the government. Anyone else, I give them the fire. And I'm sorry, and I still love y'all. But they need to hear it, all right? I'm sorry. That's for the bully, get the horns. Only Democrats commit constant crime. It's not true, Cecil. Tax the church. MAGA, if you disagree with taxing the church, come up and tell me why. I had someone say, what service do they offer? Why would we tax them? I don't know. What service does a speaker. What is like a public speaker perform?
I'm trying to find this because Todd Blanche was he was Trump's attorney before Trump got elected, right? He was his attorney, if I remember correctly. I remember because I'm pretty certain there's a quote that Donald Trump had with his initial White House counsel during the Mueller report, where basically he's talking about how, oh, he talks to great lawyers all the time and how great lawyers never take notes when he's having meetings with them. And he mentions Todd Blanche. I'm like, hey man, that's not what a good lawyer does. Good lawyers should be taking records of the meetings they have with you. And so it's so astounding that this man who Trump is quoted as praising because of his inability to be a good lawyer is now the attorney general. I love this world.
Chat, thank you for all the shares. Thank you for all the likes. We are still looking for MAGA debates. If you want to debate, hop in the box. If you're friendly, I'm sorry, I see a friendly in the box. I'm trying not to flood it with friendlies right now.
I can drop down if you want to bring a different friendly up too.
It's chill. It's chill. Just one for now. It's chill. We talk about John Sauer. So I watch Invincible. I've watched the first season. It's fucking amazing. Notes are discoverable. Yeah, that's that exactly.
Yeah, and again, when your client is obviously a criminal and you're a criminal lawyer, and like I don't mean like a defense attorney, I mean a criminal who is also a lawyer.
Yeah.
You don't want that to be a thing because you're basically just admitting that you're going to break the law for your client, which you shouldn't do as a lawyer.
Oh, god dang, y'all.
I think the Phil Bros scared everybody else away.
Damn. Scottish Trump lawyer and his stance on the 14th Amendment. I was going to discuss that. Oh, I remember reading that when he was talking about natives.
Mm-hmm. That's been a huge go-to that the right's been using.
What's that, man?
Pickles. Hey. No, I had to briefly just come on and talk about the human Dalek that was John Sauer, especially when you hear his argument, because they asked him how he felt about the 14th Amendment, and essentially he was like, exterminate, exterminate. And he just can't stand it. So I just and to that guy with the kids, don't say low tier, high tier, and all these other red pill things. If you're caught bone smashing your jaw, I'm gonna bone smash your mom. Giggity. All right, stay in school, kids. Otherwise, Melania Trump's robo teachers are gonna come for you in your sleep, and they will.
Low tier. All right, I'll remove it from my Rolodex. WWE teachers.
I forgot about Sauer's take on indigenous people. when you're being like railed by Gorsuch, you're really making a bad legal case.
Man, I love how salty Trump is today. I love that for us. Brings me joy, makes my heart sing.
Yeah, but we know we're going to hear him rant about the Supreme Court denying democracy, not democracy because he hates democracy, but the Supreme Court hurting this country again.
I want to bring up what Cecil just said. Dems have low T. What does high T do to your decision making and like just your general mood? What does that do? Are you admitting that y'all are impulsive, barbaric, primitive people? And more bald. I mean, the fact that I'm balding pretty much indicates I have high AT. Decisive is not true.
I don't understand the obsession people have with this concept of like how much testosterone you have in your system. I know dudes who like I served with who are like combat veterans, heavily tattooed, bearded, like by the right wing definition of masculine are that who had to take T supplements because like that's just where their bodies were at.
Mhm.
Well, I'll never. It's just such a wild thing to hyperfixate on.
Yeah. Like, I feel like somebody who's more cool, calm, collected when they don't exhibit those traits, and that's the kind of decision making I would prefer in a leadership position.
Yeah, no, that seems fair.
Most of them supplement their tests. Dude, I don't even want to demonize taking tests. I just think it's stupid and irrelevant. I think it's a weird backwards way of looking at it. I used to be on tests for like 9 months, but I was blackout drinking, so I didn't work out, and I was just taking tests.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, that had to be. Your body must have loved you.
Yeah.
I had guys who they didn't take tests inherently. They were cycling other stuff though when we were overseas because we didn't have to take like certain tests that would like find it. And yeah, they did not have good decision making or any admirable traits at all. They actually became worse human beings overall because of how they act, because of what they were taking.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like adding this stuff to your body is actually really bad for you.
Makes you age real bad. I have friends that are like 10 years younger than me. They look 10 years older. They're jacked, but they've got full head of gray hair. Their faces look like they're 47, and they're like 30. Also doing hair, Owen, you'd be an RFK. What's T? Testosterone. My thought was to do the opposite, to stay young looking. You should just work out in jeans. That'll help. I do. I've been real inspired since the Kid Rock video came out. A guest in my live violated our violent and criminal behavior policy. RF kidding me.
Oh, I was going to say, I didn't think I said...
It makes your mind age faster? It's okay, RF. What's up, Tantans?
It's true. Coyote Peterson, he's a criminal. All right, he's illegal. He's got bad things. He's doing bad things. And the people that are coming in this country are really bad. They're coming in by the trillions, if not quintillions. And we have to stop it, okay? And look, I had to come up because you spoke about Kid Rock, and I'm a huge fan of Kid Rock. I'm a huge fan of Kid Rock. And he's a good guy. Okay, he's a great guy. Some say that he's got some of the best music. He's a great musician. He's great. Look, I wanted to say thank you so much. And I also have to say that Sleepy Pam is gone, and goodbye, Crooked Tulsi. Thank you so much.
Wait, Tulsi Gabbard's not gone, is she? It's Christina. Dude, Kid Rock is such a wiener. Did you see that he built a miniature White House for himself? With a golden escalator? Tulsi's next. Shocker. Dims don't fire people. See Tim Walz. Dude, Tim Walz runs one of the most successful states in the country. You guys just have social wedge baseless issues with him. Fantastic governor. I wish he was my dad. One of the best states in the country for businesses. Top 5. Gonna talk about the fraud father Trump, who's been convicted of fraud multiple times. Top education, top healthcare. Yeah. So sad. Trump has pardoned dozens of fraudsters. The Chrisleys, CZ, the crypto coin fraudster. Afterwards, he injected $2 billion into his crypto coin. I think even Ron DeSantis, isn't Ron DeSantis facing some really serious shit right now? Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and his administration are facing investigations and scrutiny over allegations of misusing state funds. This is him directly, by the way, particularly involving a $10 million Medicaid settlement diverted to the Hope Florida Foundation, a charity championed by First Lady Casey DeSantis. Critics and investigators allege these funds were misused for political purposes, prompting a grand jury investigation. That is this year. Investigators looked into claims that $10 million from a $67 million settlement with Medicare provider Cartine was diverted to the Hope Florida Foundation. So DeSantis is literally personally doing fraud, but Tim Walz's proximity to fraud is more important to y'all. Is the guest box loaded up? There's nobody in the guest box chat. If you're a Trump supporter, you want to debate, hop in the box. I do a deep dive on the fraud father. The media is all over it. They can't find anything. So Tim Walz, who owns no stocks, who drives an old truck, I think he's probably clean. He's good. He drives like a 1993 Bronco or something. Florida governor fraud, right? Like Florida's governor before that was the king of Medicare fraud. Still is. He's a senator for Republicans. His name is Rick Scott. Notoriously one of the worst human beings to exist. Looks like Skeletor. My stepmom used to work as his executive assistant. She knows him personally. She also sucks. Thank you guys all for the gifts. Thank you, Savvy, Money, Ori, Chupacabra, Gemini, Kristen, Tanya. This is 40. Thank you guys so much, everybody, for your gifts. Yellow.
Hello, Pickles.
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
I do love Donald Trump, and I don't like the way you've been talking about him lately.
Yeah? What do you like about Donald Trump?
Well, Pickles, where do I start? I'm from southern Louisiana. Donald Trump around here is our Lord and Savior, though he's not a perfect man. He is a man of faith, and he's going to stop.
He's a man
the
of faith.
Man of faith, Mr. Dark Pickles.
All right, we're gonna test this out real quick. All right.
Pickles,
Can
I
you
don't think you have the facilities to test
can
it
you
out.
can you tell me something Christian about Trump, like a characteristic or morality that he upholds?
Pickles, I hope you're sitting down right now because I think I can convince you to vote for Trump in 2028.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Sure.
All right, Pickles. I don't seem to have your attention.
You're gonna listen to this real quick, and then we'll move on.
Yeah, hit me.
And again, Christians, get out and vote.
Hell
Just
yeah,
this
dude.
time.
Hell yeah. Just this time.
You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian.
What was that he said?
Well, look, Pickles. He says what he has to say. I don't know if you've heard, but he's a businessman.
So he's a businessman, so he just isn't responsible for what he says?
Businessmen are going to say anything that they can possibly say to make a return on investment for their shareholders. Are
Or
you
to stay
familiar
at
with
or to stay out of prison.
Pickles? All right, I'm sorry. I interrupted you, or you interrupted me. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Pickles, can I say my thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you familiar with a man named Mike Johnson?
Mm-hmm.
Mike Johnson is the congressman in Louisiana's 4th District.
And the Speaker of the
Did
House.
you know that, Pickles? And he is the Speaker of the House.
Mm-hmm.
Pickles, there's a man named Matt Gromlich who is running against Mike Johnson. Pickles, I think you should look into Matt Gromlich, and I
Okay.
think you should educate yourself on Matt Gromlich because I think you will be supporting him in his primary race as well as the general.
Why do you say that?
Well, Pickles, even though you disrespect our Lord and Savior for revenue and profit, which I get, I'm a capitalist myself, I think you're also a just man. And I think that you would prefer someone that guarantees health care, someone that wants to fix Shreveport's water system, which Mike Johnson didn't even care that the EPA gave 2 failing grades 2 years in a row. Mike Johnson doesn't care. And Matt Gromlich wants to fix that, Pickles. And I think that when the time comes, when Matt Gromlich wins his primary, you're going to support him.
I think if they're a Democrat, maybe. I'll have to look at their policies, but if they're not Democrat, I don't really buy into adding consumer protections. If you're on the right, they don't do that. For every 10 you remove, you can add one. That's a new Trump rule. So if you want to like deregulate 10 things and get your water back, sure, but you're gonna be playing whack-a-mole. I think it's the worst thing to happen in this country, what they've done to the EPA as well. They've defunded it. They stripped it. Same thing with the FDA. There's no reason at all why I would vote that direction.
Pickles, in 2021, Joe Biden, not sure if you're familiar, he had the Infrastructure and Jobs Act.
Mm-hmm.
District 4 was allocated, supposedly. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was like $1.3 billion.
Who allocated?
In 2021.
Who allocated?
Joe Biden.
No.
Democrats.
No. When we write a bill for infrastructure, how is that divvied out to a state?
Educate me. I don't know.
Your Congress and your governor have to legislate and ask, say, here's a project we want. Can we have funds? That's how it works. So if your government sucks so much that they can't get things done, that's on y'all, not Biden.
Wait, well, Pickles. I honestly, it hurts me to hear you talk like this to me. And you're like looking into my soul right now, which makes it hurt even worse. Pickles, I apparently need to go into acting. I'm not a Trump supporter. I wanted you to be aware of who Matt Gromlich is. He's running as a Democrat. We're up against the DNC candidate, Comrade Cable. They picked him without even speaking with Matt. They anointed him as who should be running on the Democratic Party. So we are up against a big fight. I don't mean to deceive you like that. I know I'm not opposition.
It's not a way to start a friendship, dude. It's not a way.
I figured. You can drop me. I apologize, but I do hope you look into Matt. And I'm
All right.
sorry for misleading you.
It's all right. I love you.
Love you too, baby.
All right.
Talk soon.
Chat, if you're a Trump supporter, you want to debate, hop in the box. Don't do that again. Yeah, please, guys. Trolls really do kind of hurt my feelings. That's annoying. I support Trump. Respect my boundaries, chat. Like Infectious said. Chat, if you haven't done so already, you need to follow this feller down here. Old Corey. Good, great content creator. Also, if you want your cool points to go from like here to here, like that, you can become a subscriber. It's $10 a month, and it pays for dog treats, mostly energy drinks, antidepressants, nicotine, and mostly these Brazilian cheese bites that I buy on Amazon. That's so. If you guys want to support me, that's the best way to do it.
Hey, the Pam Bondi situation. The Democrats are disgusting. So you guys are feminists, women empowerment. You guys are the big party of feminism, women empowerment, yada, yada, yada. And you want women in power. I understand. And you see where I'm going with this. I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this. You guys want women in power.
Not just arbitrarily. I'd rather somebody who's a good candidate in power.
See, there you're already making excuses why you're not going to.
Should we stick with these candidates just because they're women? Is that what you're saying?
You see the contradiction. See, it's happening.
That's what you're saying. MAGA's coming and saying, "I do see the contradiction.
No, Pickle, you see
I
the
do.
contradiction
I
that I'm
do.
about to expose.
Coming from you.
See it.
Yes. Y'all are saying let's do
This is
DEI.
embarrassing. This
Why
is
aren't
already
you're already, dude? Second of all, it's not based on her gender, right? Like she has vehemently done a horrible job, hasn't she? And she's also been like she has a $200 million fund for ads for the agency. These people are underwhelmingly undertrained, undervetted.
So it's funny because you see the contradiction I'm about to expose. Now I understand the point you're making. I understand you have criticisms.
I have actual criticisms. That's just that she's a woman.
Yeah, but you guys are really big in women empowerment, feminism. So, but then at
I
the
think
same
she's
time,
done harm to the feminist movement, if anything.
at this, okay, we could have that conversation. But just the last thing I'll say on my point is that why are you guys celebrating a woman losing her job? That's in a very, very, very tough job to get in the first place, especially for a woman. You know how hard it is for women to get into jobs, and you guys are big in feminism. But now you guys are turning around and celebrating a woman losing her job. Make it make sense. Make it make.
I think that's very surface level. I think it's very surface level. For y'all to be against DEI and then claim that we should be for the DEI, like the straw man version of your DEI to keep her in place is silly. None of us want to arbitrarily raise women to power who aren't like qualified. That's not any of our agenda. We want to see equal representation and see qualifications maintain the same. That is a total possibility. That is not something that's mutually exclusive with feminism. But when she comes in and her side is vehemently against feminism, I don't really think there's a card to hold there and show me that we're doing feminism wrong. Her movement, your movement, is very anti-diversity, anti-equity, anti-inclusion. So for you to come out and say, why aren't we upset? It's because her whole job was to punch down on migrants and other people and to kidnap them and stuff. So I don't think you're going to be able to pull my heartstrings here, man.
It's I understand your response to the critic, but it's still the fact that it's a hypocritical thing to do. You know, as a party, you guys are you love feminism, you love women in power, but then when we see a beautiful woman lose her job for a bad reason, you know, then you guys are celebrating
Why did she lose her job?
I think it had something to do with her being subpoenaed. I believe I'm not 100% sure, but it may have something to do with her being subpoenaed.
Do you remember Madison Cawthorn?
Yep, yeah, I do. I remember.
Do you remember when he like came out and accidentally spilled the tea on what happens at those political parties he goes to and the white substance that goes around, all that stuff? Remember how quickly he was ejected from your party? They came out with all of these. What happens when you run for a position in politics, especially on the right, is they get a dossier on you. They get everything that could possibly hurt your party, hurt you for endorsing them. They know all of the dirts. They do like a $15,000 FBI background check. It goes deep. And when they're ready to get rid of you,
off in traffic 10 years ago, they'll find out.
and when they're ready to get rid of you, they'll do you like Madison Cawthorn. They'll do you like Kristi Noem, and they'll release embarrassing images about you that they already had this whole time. You really think they didn't know Kristi Noem's like nature of her husband? You really think that?
I don't think so.
She was cheating on him constantly.
It was a double life. He was hiding his life. He was living a double life. You know what I mean?
This was all over social media. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Pickles, people hide secrets from their boyfriend.
It's not a secret if it's on social media. It's not a secret. It's not a secret. He's posting on social media. That's not a secret. It's public. It's public.
Dude,
it's
Pickles,
public.
you know as good as well as everybody here that people hide secrets from their husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend all the time. Come on now. We're not going to say
I am so sorry, dude, but there's pictures of her and him hugging each other like this. It's not true.
I don't know if that's true. I haven't seen those pictures. I've just seen the pictures of him, wearing the costumes and all that shit.
All right, and the thing is, the people on the left, we don't have a problem with that. Like, we would think that's based if one of our politicians had a significant other that delved in those things. We think it's based. Might not be the greatest publicity for them because there's people on our side that may not think the same, but on y'all, that was a deal breaker for y'all. This was a nail in the coffin that they released to make y'all okay with ousting her.
Meanwhile, not the insane fraud and self-dealing and and violations of the Constitution. What gives, Rich? It is not. I'm here as a rabid feminist, just to state that it is not anti-woman to oust somebody who made a point. Well, in both their different cases, right? One made a point of protecting the victims of all of the rich and powerful people, including POTUS, in the files. And then the other one that made a point of tearing families apart and trampling over the rights of all Americans, but certainly affecting.
So as a feminist, you don't see the hypocrisy? You don't see the hypocrisy? As a feminist
No.
yourself?
As a feminist, we absolutely have to hold people accountable because that's the only way it would work.
Women who are upholding the patriarchy and using their power to oppress other women are foes, not friends.
And that's I can, to an extent, I understand the argument, but how I'm looking at it is it's tokenism. You're being tokenized right now. I don't know if you realize
tokenizing. You're
not
tokenizing
at all. Not
these
at all.
women by implying just because they're women, therefore they would need to be supported by feminists and other women.
I just think it's important to point out hypocrisy when it stands. Now, I understand your response saying that she was it's justified. You're saying it's justified, but that doesn't
justified for the betterment of women overall and to protect the basic civil rights of all people, but also women specifically and victims of men in power. If you're going to be, a woman that's safeguarding the rich and powerful at the expense of women and victims, then you're not pro-woman. You're going to do incalculable damage. So of course we're not in favor of that.
I understand to an extent. I understand. I just find it just kind of hard to fully understand and to fully grasp.
So if you're pro-woman, which you're taking the stance saying that we ought to be protecting women, how do you feel about the fact that the president is clearly going after the women in his cabinet and people like Pete Hegseth have been spared? What do you make of that?
I'm unfamiliar with him going after. Anyway, the last time I checked, the women around him have said good things about him, so we can agree on that. No, I'm serious.
Guys, now,
la,
bitch. The women around
I'm
Donald
not.
Trump have historically not said good things, including all of his ex-wives and the people he's been found liable of graping.
Rich. Do you know the history of Pete Hegseth and his grape allegation?
Pete Hegseth. I'm not too familiar with that. No.
There's a
I know
24-page.
who the guy
There's
is.
a 24-page police report with screenshots after screenshots from this one phone of her during, before, and after the encounter of her being raped by Pete and then going to the hospital. It's her texting her husband saying Pete's acting.
Wow. Wait, you said during? Come on now, that's insensitive.
No,
Come
stop.
on now,
It was at a convention, and Pete Hegseth was there. He was drinking. She's talking about this in text. She says he's acting weird and handsy, and that she's trying to play interference. And she ends up waking up in his hotel room, never going back to hers that night. And all she remembers is him throwing her a towel and getting off of her, and leaving.
Is there proof to substantiate this, or is this just?
There's a hospital visit. There's a police report. There's a $50,000 check to her from Pete Hegseth. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, I wasn't familiar with that. I'm not going to sit here and defend no shit like that. You're trying to dehumanize me, make me seem like
I'm not doing that. If you weren't informed on that, this is that you learn now, and now you know.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to defend no shit like that because I have women in my life that similar
Well,
situations.
you don't have to even defend it vociferously. You just have to be willing to look past it. And if you're still supporting Trump and the likes of Trump and Hegseth and others, and this is big news, and you seem like a very informed person, so you're telling me that either you somehow missed that whole all of this news, or maybe it just didn't really register and stick with you. So then you're dismissing it. You're overlooking it.
This is when he was being confirmed. This story came to fruition. This was, I think it was less than 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
Dude, this is probably some so pickles. Here's the problem. When I told you this story about Biden saying the N-word, you were like, "Oh, it happened back in the 40s, back in the 70s."
That's not what I said. Do you know when he was saying the N-word? He was.
If it's long enough ago, then it's
That's
okay.
That's not why it's okay. He was quoting a Republican congressman and calling him out for the words he said. He was reading a quote. So no, it wasn't actually him saying that word. It was him reading and quoting a congressman and holding him accountable.
Right. No, but I understand. But the point, I should have been more specific. What I was trying to say is that if it's so long ago, you're willing to dismiss it. Am I wrong? Am I missing something here?
Biden's been on the right side of history every time, his entire life, throughout his entire political career. He was against segregation. He was fighting for the rights of minority groups. He is not somebody who would have said that maliciously. He was quoting somebody and holding them accountable.
Yeah, and that's really how I feel about those defenses you just said for Biden. That's kind of how I feel about Trump, because when they accuse him of racism, I don't think it was something he was doing maliciously. You know what I mean? When he was refusing to rent or something like that, that wasn't malicious intent. So it's both sides. I'm willing to say it's both sides to an extent. It's both sides. But if we could just say it's both sides, that's how I like to lead these.
Stop it.
I have no problem saying that we need fewer old white men in power, Rich. So if we can agree on that, that's great. But then that makes you a DEI person, which is great. Welcome aboard.
Well, excuse me, sorry. You guys take DEI just way too far, though. That's the problem. Like, I agree. We don't need 80, 70-year-old, even 60-year-old white men running the country because they're out of touch. But that doesn't mean that we need to all of a sudden lower the bar and lower the standards.
Can you tell me about a program?
Why
Can you
would
tell
it be
me?
lowering the standard?
Can you tell me about
implying?
what's a DEI program that lowers the standard?
Yep. I'm glad you asked me that, Pickle. So I'm a bit more informed than the average viewer, so you might be surprised. But affirmative action was actually ruled unconstitutional, and
That's
so
right.
Therefore,
That's
was
gone.
ruled unconstitutional. So
And it's
I'm
gone.
able to debunk these claims and arguments for these. I'm just a bit more informed than the average.
Rich, you're totally right. That is all the way gone, and this anti-DEI campaign started after that was gone. So what are they actually going after?
Right. Go ahead and ask the question one more time. I was just busy.
That was struck down in 2023 by the Supreme Court, and Trump started his campaign against DEI in 2024. So what are y'all actually against if that's already gone?
Yeah. So diversity, equity, inclusion, Yeah, the acronym DEIA.
Tell me
That
about a
was basically,
program that's bad. That's like a program of DEI that you disagree with that you can
yeah.
criticize.
So
Go ahead.
there's right. So there's something called like a stat quo, where they have to fulfill like a bare minimum amount
Who's
if you're
they?
African American. The employers of these companies.
Private
Absolutely.
employers?
I don't know what you mean by that. I'm
Aren't
just
the
going to.
quotas part of the affirmative action that was declared unconstitutional? At least was that for universities?
It's carried on even after the affirm. That's my problem though. It didn't stop with the affirmative action. There's quotas that they have to fill, and they are desperate to do that.
They
So
don't lower standards to fill quotas of this kind. You can't name a program that does that.
Now here's the part where you're trying to put me in a corner, but I'm not going to go for that. I'm not falling for that. This is a trap to put me in a corner. But here's what I will say: they do lower the standards in some cases, in some scenarios, in order to meet the minimum. They
Do
have a
you
minimum.
think the person whose administration is full of unqualified people is the one who should be dictating this?
I'm not going to say that. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that actually, because that's not a fair statement. That's not.
Okay, Pete Hegseth, vehemently
Lowering the
least.
standards.
He is quite literally the least qualified person to hold the position of the DoD. Same thing with Linda McMahon. Same thing with
Or RFK. Good
RFK.
job.
All extremely unqualified. No, RFK has no doctor's degree. He has no medical training at all.
Okay, but look at what you guys did then with Dr. Fauci. Come on.
Yeah, he was the most qualified person to hold that position. I still maintain he's one of the greatest American heroes to exist.
He held that position well before he was in the public eye in any meaningful
He
sense.
was he was in Reagan's fucking administration. He was he was back in the day fighting the AIDS epidemic. He's a hero.
Yeah, but the problem is that there's unqualified people on both sides. I think that
He's not one though. He's a doctor. He's a very prestigious doctor.
And a white man, an old white man. So what are we even talking about here? I'm curious, Rich, the lowering the standards part. I'd like for you to expound upon that specifically with the examples, but also what do you mean you have to lower standards? Are you implying that people who are, not white males are of a lower caliber?
I'm not going to necessarily say that word for word, but here's what I will say. People who are who have okay, it's kind of tough because people who have grown up in tough circumstances, it's a bit easier for them to get into these companies and corporations because they're willing to meet a quota minimum.
Well, that's
But they don't lower standards. They don't lower standards for that. So like when they're looking at many candidates, all of them have the same qualifications. They're going to diversify the backgrounds of those people because it's shown to make more money and make the company more productive. There's studies on this. Every single incident where a company has employed DEI, vehemently it makes them more productive, more profitable. So I don't know why you're trying to go around controlling private companies for their own procedures. If you truly believe in small government, I don't know why you're trying to nitpick this stuff.
Well, yeah, of course I believe in small government, but you're misconstruing what I'm saying. I don't want. Here's where we can agree. Here's where we can agree. We want the best qualified individuals for these jobs. Can we agree or not agree? You want the best qualified, most experienced person.
Correct, and that's why DEI is so important because if it weren't in place, there would be just a bunch of white people unqualified in those positions.
Correct. Exactly. And like you mentioned, the people that historically have, because they have not had every advantage given to them, there's a lot of very qualified people in that pool who are otherwise getting excluded. And the whole point is to try to bridge some of that.
It's okay. So the problem that you guys aren't willing to address is that there's just literally statistically more white people to choose from. Now, it doesn't mean that they're overrepresented. It's just
Yes, they
there's
are.
a better. But here's
Rich.
the thing, Pickles. Pickles, you know the difference between a 6A school and a 4A school. Obviously, the 6A school is going to have more talent because there's a bigger talent pool to pull from. You know what I mean? Then they go to college and all that stuff. That's the same. If you have 1,000 white people and you have 100 black people, obviously there's gonna, just statistically, there's gonna be more talented of the whites that make it. Now, it doesn't mean that there's racism or that the blacks are underrepresented. It's just the fact that there's more white, there's more
No.
numbers.
You're mixing the two. So representation matters, right? So if you would expect 13% of the population to be black, you'd expect somewhere around that in Congress or in a company or whatever. How many black pilots are there? What's the percentage of black pilots today versus the rest of the racial ethnic groups?
I'm gonna assume it's lower than the rest. I'm not gonna put an exact number because then my source could be outdated.
Do you remember anybody crying about a certain airline raising their quota for black pilots to 50% of their new hires?
Yes, we miss him dearly. Yes, we do.
Do you remember that, right?
Yeah.
This is why 3.9% of all pilots in the United States are black. Do you think that something might be going on there?
That's one. I understand how you're looking at it. I think that there's more hurdles for the African Americans to jump through, even before they even get to that.
So you admit we need something to fix that?
Yeah, but the solution is where we disagree, though. The solution is where we disagree.
What do you think we should do?
Before they even get to that point, I think that there's some healing and some fixing that needs to happen. But you guys are.
What does that look like?
Oh,
you're being too vague. What does that look like? You're going to start spelling out communist, socialist ideas at the Democrat Party. By the way, you're about to start spelling out the things we do as a party. You're about to start doing that.
No, but that's the thing is that I'm willing to say it's both sides, but you guys aren't willing to actually be honestly admit that it's both sides.
No, you guys are aimlessly against DEI, and I have to sit here and hold y'all's hands, even grown adults, Rich. You're twice my age. I know that you should not be upset with us trying to fix this, and somehow you are. Is weird.
No, I'm okay with the fix. It obviously it needs to be fixed, but the way you're trying to fix it is like different. If your GPA says you're going to be at work at 3:05, but you're supposed to be there at 3:00. Now there's ways you can fix that problem, but there's bad ways and good ways, and we just don't.
I know. I just feel like you don't have it, and your party hasn't espoused any of those ideas. They've only attacked, and that's why you don't know.
It's almost like your side wants to keep all the old white men in power and keep the wealth and the generational wealth with a bunch of old white people. Crazy.
No, it's not even that, because you look at all these positions that you talk about white. There have been plenty of blacks that have succeeded and gone beyond even the whites. Let me name these 4 people. You have Barack Obama, you have LeBron James, you have Will Smith, and you have Jay-Z. You have these black people and Nicki Minaj and Oprah. You have these black people.
Nicki Minaj, we're taking that one off.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We could say it just they've gone on to succeed beyond.
Nobody is saying that there aren't successful and amazing and talented black individuals, some of whom have succeeded. What Pickles is saying, and which is just the facts, is that they're not represented, that the people in the halls of power do not represent America as a whole, not by any stretch.
See, but
disproportionately white and male.
How can you say that when you have women like Oprah Winfrey, Kamala Harris? They're blacks. They're blacks. You have a lot
And
of
what
women.
happened to Kamala Harris?
No, but she's
incredibly talented and brilliant and very qualified, eminently qualified woman, but probably because she was a woman and a black woman and an East Asian woman, South Asian, excuse me. That is precisely why she was not voted into power.
No, I understand your perspective, but overall, if you zoom out, though, she is still a successful woman, even though she didn't win the presidency. She's still very successful. So
those are the hurdles that people in minority groups face every day that we're trying to fix. So, like her, who is vehemently qualified, there is a system in place that shows the least qualified white person instead, and there needs to be systems in place, at least in private corporations, if they so choose. If they want to do business their way, I would love for them to do it. That's totally fine. I don't come around slapping dicks out of your mouth telling you how to do your job. So don't do it to them.
I understand that to an extent. I do. Truly do. I just think that there are blacks have shown that they're able to succeed in white dominated fields. So all this, we don't need all the DEI. You know, there's talent everywhere. I don't think that they're being held back. You know, I just named 6 very talented, prominent African Americans, and
But that's
there's
just
no.
that's
We got to look at
anecdotal.
numbers,
You're holding
though.
up exactly. You're holding up numbers. Just you're saying that there are these individuals. That's anecdotal. But if you look at the numbers, it's extremely apparent because, again, all things being equal, there would not be this disproportionate number of white males in positions of power.
So you're going to sit here and ignore Barack Obama, Denzel Washington, Jay-Z, and Will Smith, and Oprah Winfrey, and Cardi B, and Kamala Harris. You're going to ignore all these.
I want to bring up a picture. Go ahead.
I'm saying that if all things were equal, then Kamala Harris would be president today, is what I'm saying. And that again, numbers wise, our representatives would be perfectly representative of the general population of the United States. Which are you going to tell me that's not?
Can you see a pattern here in this picture? This is a picture of all the presidents.
Wow.
Is there a pattern you can see?
Wow.
You're pointing. You're like, look, at least one black person made it.
Wow, I can't believe you're doing this right now, Pickle. This is crazy.
Don't wow me.
Yes, I get the point I get the point you're going for. I get the point you're going for. And again, you know, there's still. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with that picture. I wasn't expecting that, but I do get the point you're making.
Rich, you seem so reasonable. This is the thing that I don't understand. I've heard you up here a number of times, and I hear you. You make good points or points that are worth discussing, and you're respectful. You're wonderful. Like, you seem so reasonable, and then you're willing to admit, like, okay, yeah, it sure does look that way. So why do you stick to your team?
Well,
like
I just
this?
don't. And we're almost on the same page. I just wish you guys would admit it's both sides with all these issues, whether it's the underrepresentation, or whether it's depth, or whether it's the economy, or whether it's social issues, or whether it's war. Or whether it's reckless spending.
I mean,
or whether
go for reckless spending. That's one of my favorites. And Pickles, this is where Pickles shines like a brilliant little star, is showing how much Republicans run up the deficit. Sure, you can say it's both sides. Fine. And I'm sure there's waste and fraud on both sides. Fine. But that's to an extent, and one side takes it so much further. And I don't understand when